How are you, man?
I'm good, BK. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, dude. So I was trying to set this up with the viewers out there. So we got Rodney DeLong with us today, University of North Texas up in Denton, the Mean Green, one of the coolest names. Um, Been there for 2 years, been coaching for 12 years, stops at Georgia Tech, Austin Peay. In the 2 years since you've been leading the Mean Green, Conference USA Coach of the Year in year number one. I think you rattled off 35 wins. And then this year, holy moly, dude, you were having a hot season. Guys were 19-5, really rolling. Great players on your team, firing on all cylinders. Wins over number 8 Louisiana, number 5 Oklahoma, and 2 of those 5 losses were to top 5 teams, Texas and Oklahoma. So when this thing ended, man, had to be heartbreaking. What do you tell your players?
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. I think you saw the product of what we're doing, the work our kids are putting in, how they're buying into our system, and just the quality of players we're getting in our program. It was very tough. It was a very tough a day when we had to talk about the season ending. I felt like we were on to even better things than what we achieved in year one. The only people affected, obviously it affected the whole country, and I think our kids understood that, and I think we also understood that we had to put people first and we had to put people ahead of ourselves, and the selfless mentality is something that we talk about all the time and something that we teach and we want in our program, and so I think ultimately they understood it. But yeah, it was disappointing. We were really on to some big things, and
You were.
we're not stopping there. Our goal is to build North Texas into a household name. We feel like we can be a top 15, top 10 type program. We're going to play more and more of those teams, and what we did this fluke. And so, get used to seeing UNT up there.
Very cool. And I mean, that is one of the things. I mean, you're going to bring back these players who were killing it for you this year and adding new strong players too. So how do you carry this season into 2021? How do you motivate all these girls during the offseason, or are they self-motivated and they're just ready to roll?
That's a big part of our culture, self-motivation. We still feel like we have a lot to climb down and chase down, This year kind of cut down some things that we were after, and I think that's motivation enough. Our kids, and we got some things we want to accomplish, and I'm seeing our kids work out. I'm seeing videos of different kids on our team doing different things, and it's good to see, especially some of our leaders, some of our good pitchers. They're out there working their tails off. I think they're hungry, and they want to do some unprecedented things here.
Yep. I mean, I got to imagine, when you build a culture like that, these people are bought in and they want to continue to fight, and, they are hungry for next season to get here. You're known for being a good recruiter, a developer of talent that you bring in, and building high potency offenses along with really stingy defenses that don't give up a lot of runs. I think you were a middle infielder in your own right. So talk a little bit about your style of play and the philosophy that you bring to coaching.
I think a big thing of what we do is just, perfecting your craft. I come from a blue-collar family. At a very young age, my dad, my parents taught me that anything you want in life, you got to earn, you got to go get. And that's something that I try to instill in every program I ever get. We try to treat people right. We try to have fun, and we work, and we try to perfect our craft. We don't make things difficult. We don't add too much to what we're doing. We simply work our tails off as we possibly can in every aspect of the game. We try to be really solid defensively. We try to be really solid offensively. And basically, we pride ourselves in allowing you to beat yourself. We try not to beat ourselves. And that's a big part of how we prepare and what we do.
That's a good point. Because a lot of players end up at a school and then the coach tries to turn them into something different. So, so your mentality is you recruit a player, you kind of know what they are. You're allowing them to be themselves, and you're letting that thing flourish like that. So what kind of player is it that you look for when you're out there?
Uh, obviously we want skilled players. Everybody wants skilled players. But some of the things that we like kids with a motor. Usually when you watch a kid that plays really hard all the time, that kid's going to prepare really hard all the time. That kid's going to be a player that plays hard and plays fast in practice. And those kids, they're infectious. When you get a bunch or a handful of kids like that in your program, they show others how to work and what it's like, and you can model your practices after kids like that. So that's something we really like. And obviously in doing our research and stuff, we want blue collar kids. We don't want kids that expect things handed to them. We don't want entitled kids. We want kids that want to come in here and work and put others ahead of themselves. So those are a couple important traits that we try to run down in the recruiting process.
That you want those mean green kids up there, down, dirty,
right.
gritty, nitty gritty, running everything out, getting in the dirt
right.
and weeds. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can feel you on that, man. All right, so for some of the people watching out there, I'm sure you're doing Zoom calls, stuff like that with the kids in the club. What are some of the things that they're doing at home? Like, what are a couple drills that you have them doing?
I mean, we talked them through things. One thing that was cool that our school did, a donor purchased exercise bands for every athlete at our school. And so we sent out bands, we sent out workouts and things like that. So that's one thing that they're doing to kind of help them stay fit.
Like the
especially
Jaeger
some of them
bands,
don't
like
have.
those things?
Yeah, well, kind of, but more of the workout bands, the different strength bands and stuff like that. Not necessarily the Jaeger because it's for football, basketball,
Yeah,
all the different athletes got the same thing. But kind of along those lines. But that gave them something to do. But really us, if you're home and you got nothing to do, if you got a net, obviously you can throw into it, you can hit into it, if you got somebody to play catch with, you can play catch with somebody. But if you don't have those things, like footwork is a huge thing, especially defensively. There's tons of access on the internet to different footwork people. If you don't understand it, if you're in our system, you know what we expect and what we teach. You can do dry footwork without a ground ball, and you can do it over and over and over and over. I mean, this gives us the time to really pinpoint a few little small things in what we do. Swing wise, you can get in front of the mirror, swing the bat in front of the mirror. Again, you have access to tons of information on the internet. All of us have the internet. All of us have phones and things like that. So the access is out there. You can get on there. And there are lots of ways that you can improve yourself without an actual ball, without an actual field and things like that.
That's right. This is a good time to.
We're just trying to motivate our kids.
It's a great time to be productive right now and try and figure out new things. I've been talking to a lot of coaches, baseball and softball, and one of the things that a lot of people are, hey, it's if you're not a student of the game, what a great time to learn everything there is about the game. Like, how far are the bases apart? How far is it from home to second base? Like, it's falling in love with the game and being passionate and getting back and ready to go in 2021. Exactly. So do you guys what do you do for the mental side of things? Do you guys do mental training too?
I mean, we do. We actually have a team. We have a psychologist that works with our team, and she's really good for it. Our strength coach, she's excellent on the mental side, and she handles a big chunk of that. And both of them are staying really involved with our team. They're doing different exercises a couple times a week. I'm really blessed to have a great staff around me, not just my softball coaches, but also
you do got a good staff.
My SID, my psychologist. We got a nutritionist. All those people that surround our program, they do an unbelievable job with our kids, and we really are blessed to have those people. And so they've made this time much easier on me. I haven't had to do a whole lot, and it's great, and that's what you want. We're definitely a village down here.
Hey, let's talk bats for 1 sec. So, Ghost versus Ghost Advanced, and I know you hit them too. Which one? What's your favorite?
The new bat, man. That Advanced is legit. Oh God, loved it. Love what you guys do for us. I heard Paula talking about it a while ago, man. Like the equipment's great, and it's like getting a big win, and you send me a text and you give it up to us and stuff like that. Your customer service and all that stuff. We're definitely excited about Easton and proud to be a part of your logo, and I appreciate what you guys do for us.
That's awesome. Well, hey, we're fired up to have you on here, dude. How about all right? So let's lastly touch on what's your stadium? Loveless Stadium, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know when I was out there, you were talking about like some new facilities at some point. What's going on? What's going on out there? You guys doing any stuff, upgrades in the future?
Yeah. So
it's a great stadium already.
All the fencing, really nice stuff that we've added. Added a net that wraps around the field to kind of help keep the home run balls in there since there's a creek behind our field. We've just added a 5,000 square foot hitting facility right there off the first base side. It's beautiful, big LED light. That's really going to help us. And then it halted a few things that we were going to do, but I think once we get back to some kind of new normal, we're going to be resurfacing our field, new dugouts, and adding 250 seats to our stadium. So, yeah, we've got some big things on the horizon for our place. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you need it. You guys are going to be awesome again next year. I mean, do you get Hope back on the mound?
Oh, yeah, we got Hope for 2 more years. Yep, we do.
Holy moly.
All our pitching's back. Getting ready to add another pitcher. You'll hear about it soon. But yeah, we're heading in a good direction. We should be really talented next year. It's going to be fun.
Good for you. What'd she do? She mowed down like 21 players in a game this year?
Yeah, she did. It was crazy. 21 strikeouts in an 8 inning
That's
game.
nasty.
Yeah, she was good that day. She was good just about every day. She's a tough kid, and she's one of them kids. Seeing videos of her working her tail off every day. That kid's hungry, and I'm excited to see what she's going to do for us.
The future's bright for Mean Green softball with you at the helm, Rodney.
I appreciate that.
We're pumped to be with you guys, man. It's the Mean Green, dude. I love it. So hey, thanks for coming in today. Stay safe, stay ready, stay strong, stay hungry.
All right, appreciate it, BK. Have a good one.
You got it, Rodney. See you, man.